Hey guys, welcome back to Vince-Vell Custom. So today I'm sharing with you a pop culture shock Akuma that I recently repaired and repainted for somebody. Now, literally he was broken off at the ankles and needed a lot of work done on that. So after talking with the client, it was just going to be a straight repair. Basically, I was just going to put the ankles on him and then add a peg so he could come in and out of the base and he could change his clothes and just kind of touch him up, and that was it. But after talking to him and showing him some pictures, he's like, well, how much to, kind of repaint the whole thing? And then we got to talking. He's like, let's do it. Let's repaint the whole thing. So actually worked out for the better, too, because he was pretty much a mess at that point anyway. So we kind of go over everything and stuff. So you can pretty much see all the detailing work that I did with him. And he is magnetized at the hip, too. He's magnetized at the foot. We'll kind of go over all that. Just pretty much brought out his stuff. Now, we went for the Alpha 2 look, so he doesn't have the streaks in his hair, which is, I like Alpha 2 Akuma better anyway. That's kind of my favorite, because I used to play Street Fighter Alpha 2 all the time back in college, because I used to have to go to work an hour early, because that's when the earliest bus that I could get to work, so I would have some time to kill, so I'd hit the arcade and play. So, after talking to him, he's like, could we do the symbol? So we did a stylized symbol, so you could kind of see, like, it almost looks like it's painted on his back, the kind of thing. So we did some, like, brush works back there. So I had to kind of draw it out and then kind of chisel in a little bit with the Dremel tool, but not too much, just to give me some guides after I painted it up. And then what we did too is the hair was kind of messed up as well, because this little piece must have been broken off with the ankles, and I think whoever pinned it in did a decent job. But the problem was one little flick of it, it's still shattered up top, so I guess it must have been broken in a couple pieces. I'm not really sure. So what I did is I repinned it, and at the end I wrapped a rope around it, so we kind of got more of a real rope around the hair piece. But it's a big, huge metal rod now, so it's basically one big rod going from all the way into the head to all the way to the tip of there with rope wrapped around it. So that's pretty much what I came up with that. And it's all garage kit flesh tones. We brought out a lot of the muscles. Brought out a lot of the detail work, as you can see. Redid the gloves, gave it some nice, a little bit more worn look of leather. So we're getting a little bit closer for you guys. I'll not bear with me here. There's a lot of stuff in the studio. So we went with chrome silver eyes and then candy coat over it. Like I said, just basic straight up Street Fighter Alpha 2 hair look. We gave some dirty fingernails, as you can see with all the worn look there. Brought out a lot of the vein work as well. Now with regular Akuma, especially in Alpha 2, he's more flesh tone. He's not actually like grayed out. Because I was talking to him, I said if we did Shin Akuma, I would kind of gray him out a little bit more, at least the skin. Because he's more like, almost like kind of going toward that demon look. I guess what Capcom's trying to make him like Oni or demon, whatever. But this is kind of Akuma from Alpha 2 where he's still got some flesh in him, so we kept him more flesh tone, definitely. And you can kind of see what I did all over there with the feet, toenails. So he is pegged right here with a square peg that definitely goes in there. And then what I'm going to show you is when you pop them out, it might mark up the base a little bit, but... So we have a peg here, and then what I did is I put a little magnet, but I actually extended the magnet with some A's around it, and then I pushed in a little hole, because this leg here, as you can kind of see, it's magnetized, so it kind of pops in and out, so you get the cloth in. So by putting him in the base like this, with this little magnet key, he's set. If you don't have this magnet key here, or something to kind of keep this foot, this leg will slide in and out, and we don't want to do that. So what I did is, because this now is magnetized up here, and now it's got a little notch with a magnet in there and a magnet in the base, everything's secured now. So when you shake the table, this doesn't have a chance of slipping out, because if you do it, this could slide and also scrape up the base. So now the last step is the wooden beads. Now you can see right here, I have some wooden beads that I made. But the thing is, I have to order more, and so I talked to the client, and I had to order them because they don't have the ones that I want, because it gives you an idea what they're looking like. You can get them at the hobby store here, but the problem is they have those huge holes in them, and it doesn't look right, so I get the solid ones, and I drill my own holes into them, and then I stain them up. So I put on order. They're coming in. The problem is I want to get this out to the client because I just got way too many boxes in my house, and the box this was sent to me was huge. So also, we're going to stop real quick. I can show you what I did with the foam because the box he got was completely mangled as well, and he wanted me to get some new foam. So let's go over and check that out, and we'll come back. Okay, so this is what we did for Akuma. Now this is kind of like the pre-stage. I know I'm showing you guys the final video right now, but just give you guys an idea of what I got. So this box is mangled, as you can see. This thing is just completely destroyed. I don't know if it was just because the foam that came with it was just all messed up and it's just got done, or if this is all water damage, I don't know. But this is what I was sent. So, you know, just wanted to make a new foam for Akuma. So this is what we did. You could go to this company that I get this foam from, and they can actually, you know, custom cut a foam box for your statue. But the thing is, you're talking about a lot of money. You don't want to be paying for the same amount of money you bought for a regular statue, because what they do is they do foam for big companies, furniture, all kinds of expensive paintings and stuff like that. So what I do is, for a cheaper option, you get this foam. You know, you get this roll of foam on eBay. It's like 1/16 inch or 1/32, something like that. It's good foam for you know, packing up statues. So what I'll be doing is wrapping up Akuma within the foam that I cut. So these are the two blocks I got from the company, and what I did was I cut a circle over here for the base. Let's get that out. You gotta excuse the garage, it's kind of a mess. So what I did was I cut out all this foam here, as you can see. So this is all kind of cut out as best I can do it. My foam cutter is, you know, it's a little cheap one. Doesn't really do what this company can really do. But what I was doing is I started painting up Akuma, and I completely forgot I got to cut the foam. So sure enough, I figured before I go any further, I'll do it. So he does detach in and out of the base, and I set it all up so he goes in and out. So when I wrap this foam around him and I put him in here, he's going to be really secure and snug. So any little piece that seemed like it might scratch up the paint, it really won't, because this foam is going to protect it. And since I did a removable base, at first I was going to put the piece here, but it wouldn't line up correctly, and I didn't like the idea of cutting too much foam and this might break out. So I figured it was better to just do this. So it goes this way, I think. So I got a lot of foam around here I got to clean up, but, you know, so what I could do is I could put more of this foam around here like this, and I could just put a piece of tape around here and tape all the box. So that's what I come up with. It's the cheaper option for making a nice, you know, new foam for Akuma. You know, this foam I think cost probably around 15-20 bucks, something like that. But then I got to sit there and cut it, so, you know, you got to charge for that as well. But like I said, you know, this company is more than willing to make a custom foam box for your statues, but they're going to charge you. So that's what I came up with for this Akuma. So let's go back to the final video. Alright, so there you go. That's pretty much what I did with the foam. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait for these balls to come in. I could stain them up, and I could do the symbol on the balls from, because in Alpha 2 he does have the symbol that's on his back on the balls as well. So I'm going to make up a nice set for him as well, and I'll send that out to him later, because right now it's just best to get the statue out to him. He can have it on his display. Then I could get the balls, I can stain them up, I can do a nice job and get those out to him too. But you just pretty much saw the way the box was mangled. But it's a real simple way. If you ever wanted to go find a foam place or order some foam, you can cut out your own new foam, because the foam that I had with him was destroyed too. I mean, literally, these first Pop Culture Shock statues with the foam was just a mangled mess. But you know, it's Akuma though. It's still one of the best Akumas out there. Probably is the best. I think a lot of people can say it is the best one out there. And we just wanted to do an Alpha 2 version. And you know, I guess a lot of the regular Akumas out there now, it's kind of more based off of Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, because he's got the, you know, gray streaks in his hair. But this one's more of Alpha 2, which is straight up red hair, the symbol on his back. And then the cool thing too is, if he wants to, he can put the shirt back on him, so the symbol is still on the shirt. So it's still on here, as you can see. So if he wants to, he can do that. And the other cool thing is, if this cloth ever gets messed up now, he can go to a seamstress and he can actually have a new set of cloth made up to copy it, and he can pop it out of the base, and he can, you know, take this leg and just kind of take out the magnet, slip off the pants, and put new pants on him. So that's the cool thing about this whole custom design for him. You know, it's if anything happens to the cloth now, it's removable where you can change it. And before, if you have a regular Akuma or Shin Akuma that's attached to the base, that cloth goes to hell. It's a done deal. You either got to rip it off and sew it back on while he's connected to the statue, or do what I did is chop out the feet and the pegs, create your own new pegs and magnet, and get them into the base that way and repaint them. So hopefully you like the way he came out. It's always great working on the Street Fighter stuff because it is one of my favorite things. And working on more Akumas is always great too. So I guess over time we'll probably see more and more of these statues break, get damaged, and maybe more people will start customizing them into different things. Now I like maybe one day if someone ever contacts me or if I ever have a chance, I would like to take this statue and actually make a red version of him, player 2. That would be kind of cool. You know, find the seamstress to make up the red outfit and go that route. So even with this one, he can do it though. This is kind of cool. He can actually take this outfit, go to a seamstress, have a red outfit made up, and actually put it on him, and it'd be kind of cool. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you like the way it came out, and we'll be back with some more videos.